Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PE with Mr. Pincott. This is your virtual PE lesson that is going to support your challenges that I've also sent to you in your Google Classrooms. For this week and for the next couple of weeks afterwards, we're going to be looking at striking. Striking is an important part of our PE curriculum and can be found in lots of different sports. For that to be able to happen, we need to learn the basics and the foundations of that one particular skill. And to be able to use striking effectively, we need to use one of our sporting skills that we have talked about many times before, which is our hand-eye coordination. So I'm going to have a couple of little activities now to show us how to warm that up. And then we're going to do a few activities that is going to focus on our striking. So let's get into our lesson. Our first part is the hand-eye coordination. And the first part you need is one hat. So you need to get a hat. You need to have two hands on the hat at the beak, at where the front part is. And you are simply going to be flicking the hat over, watching the hat flick, and catching the hat. Once you've done 10 of two hats, try with your right hand. Do 10 on your right hand. Try your left hand. Woo! Try and get to 10. That is going to help with those two parts of our body working together to coordinate to finish a skill. That is number one. Number two, you need to get yourself a sock or a pair of socks. Make sure they're clean. And you are simply going to be throwing from one hand to the other in front of your face. So watching the whole time, catching, throwing up and catching from one hand to the other. Very simple, 20 times. Keep it nice and simple to start with. It's not a race. You don't have to throw it really high. Throw it in front of your face so that you can see the socks the whole time going from one hand to the other. To make it more challenging, if you think, well, this is too easy, Mr. Pincott, what you can do is you can get a partner, and the partner can stand behind you with the socks, and they have to throw it over your head, and you have to then catch the socks. And you can make it hard by yourself by trying to catch it with two hands. Catch it in one hand. Catch it in your weaker hand. Or, if you have no one to play with, that's okay. You can just simply put the ball behind your back, throw it up, and catch the socks in front of you. So you've got to react. Again, if you want a real challenge and something that's quite fun to do, all you need is one t-shirt and one ball of socks. And you're going to lay the t-shirt out flat on the ground, put the ball of socks in the middle of the t-shirt, and then grab both ends of the t-shirt like so. Put your hands together, and then you're going to fling the socks up in the air and try and catch the socks. Now you can make it more challenging by using one hand. You can try and catch with two hands. Try and catch with your weaker hand again. Try and do 10 to 20 on each hand. It is easier if you use a different coloured sock to the t-shirt. Now, there are a couple of little activities that you can do to warm up your hand-eye coordination to help you with your striking. Now, in this lesson, we need to make sure that when we are striking, we are effective. And this skill is a lot easier when you have a big amount of space. You'll be able to do those activities indoors, and we're going to do this first lesson focused on indoor learning. So all you need to get is a small ball, or you can use the socks again. And to be effective in striking, we need to make sure that we are pushing the momentum of our swing in the direction that we want our strike to go. Therefore, if I want the ball to go up, I need to push my swinging motion that's going to hit the stationary object in that direction and finish where I want it to go. So for me to be able to tap the ball to go up in the air, I need to push my hand up into the sky after hitting the ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 10 taps of the ball, like so. You hold the ball in front of your body, you put your flat palm next to yourself, and you're going to hit up into the air. Notice my hand finishes above my head. So 1, 2, 3, and continuing to do 10. And I don't want you just to use your strongest hand. I want you to use both hands. So you're going to be now using your other hand, focusing on pushing the ball up into the sky with a flat palm. This will allow us to start to learn about the striking, working on our hand and eye coordination to see where I need to hit a stationary object, but also going to help us with the direction. That direction was going up. We're now going to be looking at hitting the ball forwards, which is what is most likely you're going to see when you play these sports like cricket, tennis, badminton, rounders. So what you need to do now is same activity with striking the ball, but instead of hitting the ball up and finishing my hand there, I want to finish in front because I want the ball to travel forwards. So for that to happen, you need to find a flat piece of wall and you are going to hit forwards onto the wall. Then catch the ball and then continue. Watch like so. Now my hand stays from starting from my side and finishes in front of my body. This will show effective striking. And this is a very, very important part of this skill. So once you've done this, we're going to do one little game. So all you need to do, grab 2 pieces of paper. The first bit of paper, draw a target. All right, and you've got a target just by drawing a couple of circles. You can make it look nice and fancy as well. And you're going to place that either, the first time you're going to do it, you're going to place it on the floor. Your second piece of paper is a standing spot. Just to make it a little bit more fun, you can have a standing spot to challenge yourself. So you need to make sure that you're about 1, 2 big steps away and place your standing spot down. And all I want to see is on your standing spot, with your hand underneath the ball to start with, you're going to put your hand down and you're going to tap the ball up in the air to try and get the ball to land on your target. You can write numbers inside the rings to make it more of a challenge for yourself. So I stand on my standing spot, my hand is by my side, I hit up and try and get it onto my target. Once you've done this, you can do this to see how many points you can score in 10 attempts. Then you can try and stick it to the wall. And again, pick up your standing spot. And you can place your standing spot wherever you think that it'd be challenging, but not too difficult. Because now, what you are going to do is you're now going to focus on striking forwards. Now notice, my hand is going to start by my side and I'm going to push it forwards. I'm not swinging from outside. If you remember, when we are using our striking or when we do any type of movement, it's important that we use our whole body. For us to use our whole body, we need to transfer weight. And if I just focus on my arm doing the movement, then I'm not going to get the most amount of power. So I keep my arm close to my body and I transfer the weight from using the ground and using my legs to push as well as my arm swing. This will make it a lot more effective and this will give you more power in the long run. So let me just show you quickly. You stand on your standing spot. I'll use my left hand so you can see. My ball starts in front. I transfer weight forward and point to where I want my ball to go. That is week 1 of our striking. Give the hand-eye coordination activities a try. Give the striking a go. Good luck, and I will see you next week.